Welcome, Scorpio, to your mid-month reading for March. Hope you friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers and anyone new to my channel. Welcome, welcome. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you and your energy. This energy is what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you. Scorpio. Best messages for Scorpio, please. Best message for Scorpio. And remember, friends, if this doesn't resonate with you, please watch your rising sun, rising moon, or Venus. Goodness. Okay. And remember, take what resonates. What doesn't resonate, please throw away. It's not meant for you. And here we go. Talking about the King of Keys. So that would be the same as the King of Swords. So we are talking about probably more than anything a Aquarius. It could be an Aquarius, Gemini, or a Libra. This card would be a Aquarius card. But it doesn't have to be someone that you're actually dealing with. For some of you, it could be. The King of Keys is actually talking about this place that you're going. Where are you going? Where are you getting your wishes fulfilled as the King of Keys? Okay. So, we will look at that first with a clarifying card before we continue. Taking control. Might even be going after someone that you are starry-eyed about, knowing that that's Mr. or Mrs. Right. Are you playing knight in shining armor for some of you men out there? Okay. Knowing that your Mr. or Mrs. Right is in that kingdom over there, and you got to go over there and go get them. Okay, let's see. Wow. So you have the fertility card coming up, which is the same as the Empress coming up. So it is definitely getting into things that you love, feeling like this is where you're going to go get your abundance. And being this King of Keys over here is talking about this abundance, knowing that this is where you want to go. Okay, being on the lookout for promotions if you're in work, heightening your income, furthering your career achievements, looking for Mr. or Mrs. Right, expansion of your life somehow or another, whether it's career, finances, or love. Okay, so beautiful. Okay, getting straight into the situation. The situation is going to take place in the present, the recent past, and the near future. Situation, please. In the present, Seven of Scrolls. For a lot of you, this is work, trying to get to that career, trying to get to that promotion, increasing your income with the intricacies and industry. The building blocks over there. Building up your career. Could even be your home. The karmic trench is in the recent past. And in the near future, what do we have? Two worlds. Ooh, where the two worlds collide over here. I love that card because it's talking about you being in like two different worlds. Could even be that if you're looking for love, you might feel like they live in one kind of world and you live in a different kind of world. And, you know, you need to come together to bring what their reasons and thoughts of how they live into yours, right? So if you're two different kinds of cultures, then you would have to intermix the two cultures and having two worlds become one. So how awesome is that? Okay, so going over here to the karmic trench, this is an unfortunate card, my friends. It's unfortunate. That means that you continue to keep digging the same ditch over and over and over and over again It's the not learning. It's the continuing to dig a hole for yourself. And it's like you might have thought you learned it, and then you're going to go and do it again. So it's like not learning from past mistakes. It's taking the same stepping stones backwards. And as you can see, he's dug himself this trench here. He got out of it. Everything's going fine. And then he dug himself another hole, and it's repeating the same mistakes over and over again. Okay, so let's see why. Why are you continuing in the past to keep digging the same ditch for yourself? And a lot of it's self-sabotage. And that's really what it's talking about over here, Scorpio, is self-sabotage. It's maybe you even come to the awareness, you know, at one time, you know what, I am self-sabotaging myself and doing the same thing over and over again. Clarifying on the karmic trench, please, Scorpio. Or maybe you have a person that does this for you, but we have the Queen of Cups coming up, so more than likely it is yourself. If you know that it's not yourself and you're dealing with a Cancer or a Pisces or another Scorpio, it could definitely be them because this is a Cancer card. So if you know you're dealing with someone who keeps digging a karmic trench for themselves, then you would know that's not yourself. But for now, it feels like it's yourself. So it feels like you have an emotional breakthrough. And this is why you're going after these new set goals. And it could be that it's the same goals that you've been after the whole time. It's just you keep falling into the same trap, right? Self-sabotaging yourself. So Knight of Swords, really trying to get out of this self-sabotage and trying to move swiftly past it. It feels like you're trying not to go down the same road again. Like I said, a lot of you might have become aware, especially being with the Queen of Cups as a very aware person. It's almost like you might have just, you know what, why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep digging the same trench? Why do I end up in the same place all the time? Maybe you had the self-awareness and the intuition, as the Queen of Cups has, to say, oh my gosh, wait a second. And then it was almost like you started perceiving what you're doing wrong. So you swiftly get away from this and say, no more. I'm going after this, and I'm not doing that anymore. If you are dealing with a Libra, it could be a huge possibility that you're realizing, you know, that you two keep doing the same thing over and over together in this relationship. Yeah, it becomes a nightmare after a while, because it's like a nightmare you put yourself into. It's like you dug yourself a hole so deep that you have to use a ladder to get out of it. And not only that, you might need a lamp because it's so dark to even see the ladder. And it's like you're tired of the nightmare that you keep putting yourself through, or that this person may be putting you through, because maybe it's them, right? We can't always say it's just you. Maybe it's both of you. Maybe you have a karmic tie together and you guys keep sabotaging it together. But with the Nine of Swords, it's like the repeating nightmare over and over and over again with the King of Wands. You become more passionate about what you're doing. Like I said, it feels like you knew that you continue to keep doing the same thing. Your intuition just like blew up. And you're starting to understand, well, if I'm going to become the king of my empire and get to the goals that I want, I have to be stronger and realize this karmic trench I keep digging for myself just leads to nightmares. So you have this strength coming out over here with the King of Wands that's saying, nope, I'm doing this now. So with the King of Keys over here, you're really moving towards what you want. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's this person or fixing this relationship or getting to a new career. With the intricacies and industry over here, this is that building blocks. It's the building blocks and understanding of what is going on, right? And how you're going to build things up, how you're going to fix things, how you're going to fix your home, how you're going to fix your life with this new career, going out after things that, you know, are good for you, right? Considering all the attentions to detail while you're on a long-term goal in your mind. And this is really what this is too. I love is because now instead of digging trenches and falling apart over here, you're paying attention to all the little details, right? Trying to stay away from self-sabotage. Okay, so moving beautiful over there. Knowing what you want is really what I'm seeing. Clarify on the Seven of Scrolls. So right now you're paying very close attention to details and trying to keep yourself out of the Eight of Swords. But the problem is you do have Eight of Swords. You are kind of trapped in your own mind a little bit. And I think it's because there are still things around you that are still wanting you to return to this karmic trench. And that's because maybe the lessons haven't been learned yet. Karmic chains have to be broken to be able to 100% walk away from that. You might not be living in a nightmare, but you're definitely living within your mind. Trapped in a bubble for sure. It could be anxieties, still holding on to the anxieties of everything. Five of Coins, trying to give yourself the realization and the faith that everything is going to be okay. Everything's working the way it's supposed to be. Trying not to keep yourself out in the cold. And maybe you are dealing with this King of Keys. Because see, we have the Knight of Swords over here as well. So maybe this is the person that keeps telling you, hey, I love you. Hey, look, I'm looking at you. And you're trying not to self-sabotage this relationship or this, like I said, job. Because if this is a person that's coming up in your energy, they're assuring you that everything is going to be just fine. There has to be a trust issue to move forward with strength. Yes, with the Strength card coming up. So it does feel like there could be either someone or yourself trying to keep you strong. Trying to really keep you strong and moving. Could be a Leo. This is a Leo card. So, and then, of course, we have the King of Wands also. So you could be definitely dealing also with a Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius who is trying you're trying so hard to either keep you strong or maybe you're keeping yourself strong for them. Trying not to self-sabotage this relationship. Page of Coins in reverse. Oh, hold on, guys. Dropped a card. Oh, so this is trying not to go back to the karmic ways, trying to give yourself more than what you did before, having the understanding, listening, not trying to give yourself bad news, that's where that self-sabotage is coming from. Maybe when things don't move the way you exactly want them to, that's where the self-sabotage comes from. But it's temporary distraction for sure. So maybe you feel like you're just have to keep yourself distracted so that you can move forward through this. Or do you feel like somebody else is distracting you from getting to where you need to be, right? If I find the Page of Coins, the Tower, well, here we go. You probably had a tower to begin with, and you're moving past a tower. So it could be a possibility that you've already had a tower, or you're trying your hardest to stay away from a tower, and this is why you're keeping yourself distracted. Trying to keep yourself from being overwhelmed. Just allowing that goal to come through. Page of Cups. You guys could definitely be dealing with another person though too. With the Page of Cups upside down, yeah, there's that distraction again. This one is saying whoever this is might be trying to tell you, or you're telling yourself, since it's Cups, and this is what you're trying to distract yourself from, is this. This is like I'm not getting anywhere. I have no proposals for myself. They're not doing what they need to do fast enough. So it's the self-doubt that's within yourself is really what it feels like. So really trying to keep strong to stay away from that right now. Yeah, with the Three of Swords, because it's just going to end up in pain. You're going to end up hurting yourself. And you're going to end up in that karmic trench again. Be careful That's a karmic chain, my friends. It's a karmic chain. That's you have to pull yourself out of that. Yeah, don't allow the wheel to stop moving, because you're actually doing it, yeah, to yourself, and you're not going to be able to get to your prosperities if you keep doing that. With the Palace of Wands coming up, that's a career for most people. So if you're trying to get on a career path and you have the wishy-washiness of I'm doing really good and I'm staying really strong, oh, it's not moving fast enough, you're going to make the Wheel of Fortune not move. So it feels like the Wheel of Fortune will not move in your favor if you continue to feed it negative energy, which is self-sabotaging, and therefore the karmic trench will be dug again. And this is where you're after. You want the Palace of Wands. You want the fresh new start. You want that career to take off like, you know, a bat out of Hades, or you want the relationship to be passionate and do the same thing. Move, get strong. And that's really a strong card, and that's a lot of action, taking the action, getting it moving. Right now you have the Wheel of Fortune that's just kind of stale and stagnant, because it's kind of like back and forth energy for you. Yeah. So here you have the Six of Swords in reverse, which is saying there's that stagnant activity. You're not really getting into the boat that you need to be in, because you keep going back and forth between strength and self-sabotage. Are they good for me? Are they not good for me? Are they good for me? Are they not good for me? Okay. This is where the two worlds is colliding, my friends. This is, and this whole reading is pretty much two worlds. And the two worlds is the strength versus the self-sabotage, the wanting to where you want to go versus how you feel, maybe what you deserve, or trying your hardest to not do so. And this is where it's going to collide. Which world are you taking? Two of Scrolls, right? So we have the Two of Scrolls. Scrolls is fire. So that's that moving. Can you see it the way you need to see it? Can you travel where you need to travel? Which world are you going to stay in? The conflict between the outer world requires you and how your own spirit directs you. You actually may have had a number of past lives where you wanted to focus on your spiritual growth. Now, interesting, because this karmic trench is about past lives. It's about the past karmas that you keep doing to yourself, whether it's in this life or the last life you lived, or both, and needing to break that chain. And the two worlds is talking about the same thing. Then missing the wonders of the secular world could offer, such as love, family, financial success. You choose the secular world exclusively in your next incarnation. Yet this didn't offer the spiritual focus you also sought. Because of this, it's likely that you bounce back and forth from, yes, there it is, through the energies, to the personal energy and the number of incarnations, and through a number of different faiths. Really what it is bouncing energy, bouncing self-confidence, bouncing where you believe you should be versus what you believe you deserve. I really want this. I think I can have this, but do I deserve that? Something of that nature. Okay, and yes. So, needing to take control of these two worlds, figuring out which world you really want to be in. Clarifying on the two worlds, please, for Scorpio. Seven of Cups are actually in reverse, and this is because you are confusing yourself. You know that there's opportunities out there, but you keep denying them. And then you get happy, and then you want to go towards them. See, that's what I'm saying. Here's hey, you know, that's what it says. You deny them, you cause your own confusion of where you want to be, but yet you want to be happy. There's so many things out there for you with the Three of Cups. There's so much happiness. And you're bouncing back between confusion and happiness, celebrating what you can have, and then being confused if whether or not this is good for you. So you have to come to the conclusion, what is it that you want? You know what you want. It's in the energy. It's saying, I want to be abundant. I want to have the goals. I'm on a quest for my goals. I'm just kind of lost. And it's 10 of Wands. This ends up, with the 10 of Wands, it ends up this huge burden. It becomes such a burden that you're not sure what exactly it is that you can have. The determination is so there, but yet it's also like burdened, right? Because you're carrying all these sticks. But it's almost like it feels like you don't know which direction you're going to. Are you going to this world, or are you going to this world with the sticks? Where are you going, Scorpio? But you have the 7 of coins. Man, you are planning and determined to get to wherever it is you want to be as soon as you figure out which world you're going to. The Chariot is moving. You're moving beautiful in the near future. I mean, you're moving. You're moving and you're planning. I love that you're planning. You're planning. You're back to planning what it is that you want. Back to the drawing board. Back to the King of Keys. Five of Swords. There it goes again. What the heck? See, you're bouncing back and forth. And it almost feels like because if something doesn't go exactly right, then you're trying to reinforce it to go faster. Maybe you're trying to push things too fast. The Knight of Wands, then it passionately starts moving, but even though it may not be moving as fast as you want it to, or you don't see that door opening as fast as you want to, then you get back into the Five of Swords, fighting yourself, mental battle. Three of Wands, now this makes it stop moving, then you don't see your ships coming in again. You're going to really have to get past the karmic. This is the whole problem. This is the problem. You have to get past that. 100. A Palace of Swords. Now you're going back towards the achievement. It's an ongoing circle. With the Hangman. And then you have the Nine of Coins. Getting to where you want to be and determined to get there. And where are you going? To the Emperor, to build an empire. Wanting your 10 of Coins with the Palace of Cups. But, once again, there you goes again. After you get there, you're almost there, and then you go back into the Four of Cups. Debating. Thinking about what maybe I can do next. Did this go perfectly? How do I achieve more? Is this really success? And it's almost like you're overcompensating in your mind about whether or not you went where you were supposed to be, or did it come out exactly the way you wanted it to? Does it always come out exactly the way we're going to? Are you being over perfectionist? It almost feels like in some ways you might be a little over perfectionist, like wanting things too fast. It has to be this way because I wrote it this way. But remember, nothing is ever this way. Because it shows that you do get the Palace of Swords. The Hangman's going to make you think about what you're doing and taking, you're going to be a little stuck hanging around, but you're still determined to keep going to become the Emperor. Maybe you're dealing with an Aries. Like I said, somebody is definitely dealing with fire sign, or a Libra. We have a lot of fire, a lot of swords. And then, yeah, here you are getting your Palace of Cups. Getting your underwater world over here with the love and the attention and the things that are abundant to you. So you're getting them, but then you're saying, did I miss something? Now, does that look like now you're looking at another cup. It was almost like you feel like you missed a cup. Which cup did you miss, right? But be careful, because that could self-sabotage everything, because then you're looking for too much. Maybe you're looking for too much. Or maybe you're thinking that cup never came down. So Scorpio, don't think just because that cup didn't come down to you that you have to start all over again. Okay, give it time. Give it time. Yes, time. The Temperance coming out for the Ace of Coins. So there probably is something missing. And you probably feel like there was something missing. But don't self-sabotage it just to get that one cup that's floating in the air. Because it says with the Temperance, give it time. This is all peace and harmony. And you will have the Ace of Coins within the perfect timing. So just allow this to gradually come down to the other 3 cups at its own perfect timing. Because if you rewrite everything and try it all over again and do all this other stuff, you're going to end up right back here. So you don't want to do that. Okay? So it's all about the perfect timing. Okay. See what the angels have to say using the life purpose cards. Well, we'll take 2 cards since everybody's a little different. Give me 2 cards, please. Life purpose cards for Scorpio, please. 2 cards for Scorpio. Getting your heart's desire. The angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become reality. Trying to get them there. Options. Consider the career possibilities that are open to you. Keeping your options open. Right? Not telling yourself it has to 100% be this way. Because that's, might not, for some things in life might not even be that 100% realistic, right? Okay, and career change. For a lot of you, it could be career change. You're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. So remember, you are getting what you deserve. It's just that certain things take time. Okay. Whoa, this card went flying. Protected. You are safe, supported while you're career. They really want you to know that you are being guided and protected. That's for sure, because now you have 2 that is saying you are being supported, you are being guided, whether it's within your heart's desire of love or whatever it is that your abundance is. Love that one because that one goes on everybody. And just allowing you to understand Archangel Michael is here protecting you no matter what, 100. Okay, so try not to self-sabotage the situation, my friends, okay? And that was it for you. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.